For all the people who said that they were going to go back and start an event space, don't talk about it, be about it. Right. Don't learn all this and just sit on it. Like, go out there and actually do it. Location was everything for me. I have a lot of foot traffic where I'm located. I put a QR code on my door, and I get a lot of my referrals from that. So don't be afraid. If there's another event space on that same block, we can all eat. Because when they booked, then maybe somebody else is going to use yours. So
it has to work or it has to work.
Clap it up for Monique Hamilton. Monique, tell me kind of about you. I haven't, Tia was telling me, like, I didn't even hear most stories. So tell me, so many of y'all crushing. I'm like, I got so many people crushing at this point, I forgot.
You know what? It's a blessing to be here on the stage. Honestly, for me, I wanted to open an event space, but I didn't know where to start. So you know how Google Analytics is. Once I started Googling, how do you start an event space, Neo came up because he's the man. So I started watching his video, went through it, and then eventually I think I got an email from your team. And then your mentor, Tiana, reached out to me. So I'm listening to all the good stuff she's saying. I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, this sounds great. This is good. And then I'm like, well, how much is it? And she was like, it's $5,500. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I'm like, how much? I'm like, because this is money I could be putting into starting a space, but she was like.
And say only too, because I want to make sure when y'all talk about money, make sure you put the word only in front of it, because
yes.
she got a deal. Yeah.
It was only $5,500. But one of the biggest things for me, that was the best $5,500 that I could have ever spent, because, clap it up, absolutely. What I did was I invested in myself. And so many times we put money into everybody else and not ourselves, but I invested in me. Right. And what happened for me was, after I joined ESS, I think maybe a couple months later, they had the Passive Income Conference. So I was here for the first time back in 2022. And when I tell y'all, I got all the sauce, all the flavor, all the jewels, all the gems. I came back home with just a notebook full of good stuff, and I didn't just sit on it. I ran with the play, and I was like, I'm gonna make a touchdown when I get back home. Another thing was, for me, when I got into the program, I called up Petey, which he was already in the program, because I asked Tiana, I'm like, who in my city is doing this? Because, you know, everybody in here, majority probably is from Atlanta, but I'm like, who's in my town that's doing it? And so when I called him, I said, hey, is this Nehemiah Davis? Is it real? Does it really work? And he told me, he said, sis, my whole life changed. And so I got to be a part of that. My life has changed in front of my eyes. So after I left the conference last year, I opened up my space a month later.
Wow.
And so, yes. Signed my lease. Location was everything. I couldn't have picked a better location, but signed my lease August 1st. Got some contractors in there, did a build out. September 2nd, I was up and running, going. And when I tell y'all, I'm booked every weekend. It's the best decision that I made. So I would just say do it. Like, be like Nike and just do it. Like, don't sit on it. Go for it.
That's powerful, y'all. It's power in the room, y'all, and connections. Like, one person and one piece of information could be the thing that changes it, but you got to make that decision. So, ladies, I would love to know one thing that is working extremely well for y'all right now, because I want people to be able to believe, all right, when I get my space, I can do this. Or when I already have a space, I could do this. So if everybody could share maybe one gem that, oh, this is working for me, whether it's getting you more bookings, whether it's freeing up some of your time, whether it's helping with your staff.
So for me, I would say location. Location was everything for me. I have a lot of foot traffic where I'm located, and so where I actually have my venue, it was vacant for a long time. And so when I did my build out, of course I got the chandeliers and the safari chairs. Well, you know, when people pass by, they're used to seeing just emptiness. So now when they pass by, they don't just fly by, they slow down like, wait a minute, what's that? It's an event space. But what I also did was I put a QR code on my door. So when people are walking by, they don't have to wait, like, what's the website? Just get their phones out, and I get a lot of my referrals from that. So I would say Peerspace, Eventective, definitely make sure you list your event space there, but get in the right location, get that foot traffic, and then put a QR code up on the door, and I promise you, you'll get referrals from that.
One thing that people should look out for, because, you know, despite us having the coaching program and having all that, it's still small things that happen that you can't avoid.
I had to start charging cleaning fees, because at first I was like, do I want to charge extra? But I had one party where it was just like a whole bunch of them. I'm like, I thought they said 50, but I'm like, where are all these people coming from? But afterwards, it was throw up on my stairs. And I'm like, come on now, why? So from that point forward, I said, okay, I'm gonna have to start charging cleaning fees. So don't be afraid to charge those extra fees.
Right.
It's worth it.
Y'all can share one extra thing that y'all could be doing that is helping y'all bring more revenue in.
What I would say for me, what I want to do is implement premium packages. My biggest thing is to eliminate the guesswork out for my clients, you know. And so what I'm saying is right now, of course, I provide tables, chairs, linens, but like luxury centerpieces, just something to where they don't have to go out and get extra. It's already laid out when they get there. So I would just say premium packages, definitely.
Ladies, we're about to run out of time. I don't know if y'all want to share a word of wisdom for anybody.
I would just say, for all the people who said that they were going to go back and start an event space, don't talk about it, be about it. You know, don't learn all this and just sit on it. Like, go out there and actually do it. Take fear out of your vocabulary. And like I said, location is everything. Kansas City is so daggum small, but I'm so glad to be there. And one of the things that I was afraid of was because I had an event space, but literally 2 doors down is another event space. So don't be afraid if there's another event space on that same block. We can all eat, because when they booked, then maybe somebody else is going to use yours. So be unique and just do it. Like, don't talk about it, be about it is what I would say.